Eva Mendes on Training Day. She wasn't a name actress yet. It was a very small role. There were 2 scenes. One had no dialogue. The other one only had about 5 lines. And yet it was a star-making turn for her. People began to know who Eva Mendes was. How? Through overall objective and objective. And what we did was we looked at what is the overall objective given the circumstances for this woman. She's involved with and yet not married to Denzel Washington's character, who's a power man. He's all about hurting people through his power of wielding a gun and being a cop and being a rogue cop. And she's the recipient of that as the girlfriend, and yet not the wife, so she doesn't have that control that a wife has from a piece of paper, that legality of being a wife. We came to realize that the overall objective was about power, about getting her power back, because every time she was with him, and we saw him, even the few times that she was, it was always about getting her power back because he was always taking it away. So the scene with dialogue, the first time we see her, she has to meet Ethan Hawke's character, and Denzel comes in. And what we came up with was that she was going to put it out there to Ethan Hawke's character that she was interested, and to put in a bit of a seduction very subtly, because she knew that if she went too far with it, she'd get beat up for it, but enough to make a point of, I'm hot, I'm worth something, other people want me, and so you should realize that you have a real gem on your hand, something really special. What she had to do that with was lines like, can I get you something to eat? What would you like to eat? I mean, it was very kind of non-dialogue that wasn't driven by that at all. So it was all being done with behavior. It was all being done with the way she looked at him or dealt with Denzel. And with that, she was able to get her power back, and we saw something of significance as opposed to a person who's just playing the girlfriend of the star of the movie. And we see that so often in movies where you have a small part where that person's not doing anything with it because they didn't make it about a journey of importance, a journey of significance. A woman being emotionally abused and probably physically abused by this man, who's trying to get her power back and be not a victim to those circumstances, but attempting to change those circumstances, is something that we look at, even in those few lines in that small little scene, of someone that I want to know more about. Because that's a person of dynamic nature. That's a person who's doing things against all the odds, pushing the envelope about somebody who's conceivably can beat her up and kill her and hurt her. Certainly through the movie, he's killed a lot of people, so he's capable. And challenging that for her own empowerment is pretty damn special.